car, just got my son dropped off at soccer practice. It's time to hit the gym. Alright guys, we are here at the House of Biceps. This is Wednesday, Powerlifting Wednesday. What's I gonna say? Hey guys, LeonardWithLeonard.com, and of course the House of Biceps. I am here at the House of Biceps, ready to rock and roll. Got my fraternity letters on. I am a Sigma Pi of Gamma Upsilon chapter, Murray State University. If you are a member of a fraternity or sorority, wear letters every once in a while. I don't care how old and gray you are. Throw those letters on. Let people know you are. The fraternities are dying in the world. Of course, I live in a Greek-speaking community, so people are always asking me when I wear letters, what the heck does sp mean? Always makes for an interesting conversation trying to explain what a fraternity is to an actual Greek country. I'm wearing these today in honor of my brother, Scott Harris. He's a couple years older than me, real motivational, real great guy. Had a 6-way bypass done on his heart on Monday. Within a couple of hours of surgery finishing, he's on the Facebooks posting videos, motivational videos, ready to get booming back to work. And his work is inspiring people to be better than they already are. So if you don't know Scott Harris, find him on Facebook. He's a great guy. He's a little nuts. He was one of those guys that I worked out with in the gym 20 years ago when he was the big guy and I was the skinny guy. And now we're both going still strong in the gym. So this is just proof that a 6-way can be a good thing. Scott's proving that. And he's proving great things all the time, every day, to everyone across the world. So find Scott on the Facebooks. Today, hear me in the gym. Dynamic effort day, powerlifting day. I'm trying to do everything I can to make my powerlifting carry over as best as I can into my strongman events. And I think I'm turning a corner. I am getting smarter, I am getting better at everything. Really want to get a squat bar on my back. Really want that Texas squat bar on my back. But I'm using the SS yoke bar. Everything's going up. Deadlift's going up. Bench press is going up. Log press, stones. That bar not only builds everything, but it allows my shoulders, elbows, joints, everything to recover better. And of course, I got to finish off my box squats with some good mornings and some speed deadlifts. And then there's bench press with weight releasers. And then no promises, but I do have a crazy idea with the log press and some chains. So if I can find a way to work that in towards the end, that'll be awesome. So that's it, guys. I'm going to get on some good tunes, do some therapy work, and then I'm going to start loading the bar. There we go. There we go. There we go! That was fine! No dirt on me. Not bad. Alright guys, that was training for today. Pretty big, successful training day as far as I'm concerned. Began with the box squat. Speed felt really good, especially considering it was raw. I went up to 5 plates, 512 pounds, plus the Onyx Heavy and the Onyx Light bands for a single 1 inch deeper than what I did last week. So I added some bands on top, took it an inch deeper, still went raw, still felt pretty solid. With the good mornings, I still kept the crazy bands on the bar, worked up to 4 plates, which was crazy. Went ahead and knocked out that wide stance. The wide stance absolutely fries my hamstrings. Should probably be frying your hamstrings as well. The narrow stance is more of a low back lift. The wider stance is more of a hamstring lift. And both of them will help build your super yoke, and your Atlas stones, and your deadlift, especially your deadlift, and stones. Speed deadlifts were just normal speed deadlifts. Raw wore a belt, 342 pounds, 70 and 140 pounds of chains. Just knocked them out. Actually, the second set with 140 pounds of chains continues to feel better than the set with 70 pounds of chains. But the only thing that I'm looking for there is to find a pattern, to be able to set myself up to do singles, to continue to build my GPP, the amount of work that my body can do in a training session, a week, a month, and a macro cycle. Bench press is still going well. Now, I did have a little bit of pain as I was warming up in my left shoulder. I put no hot creams, no creams at all on my shoulder. Took nothing for pain at all. I did do some foam rolling in the floor. Man, that foam rolling was painful, but that's kind of the idea. I'm finding that spot that kind of cramps up and sets me on fire, and I'm applying as much pressure and a stretch as possible and as intelligent as possible, and holding that. If you'll watch when I'm setting up on the bench, I am setting up my left side first to make sure my left shoulder blade is on the bench. I've heard that Donnie Thompson, the Super D, say one of the main reasons why people have pec tears, shoulder injuries, things of that nature on the bench press is they need a wider bench press pad. Maybe I need a wider bench press pad. And it makes sense the more that I tuck that shoulder and get that shoulder blade on the bench, the less that shoulder hurts. Probably one of the big things that I'm seeing with the weight releaser program is that I'm building my training max substantially. That's my opener and my second. I'm solidifying those to where they're absolutely no question. My 90%, my 95% is not only growing, but it's becoming much more consistent. I attribute a lot of that to the weight releaser program. And of course, I finished it off with a couple heavier singles. Probably knocked out a PR with 299 plus the doubled monster mini bands. Just token, never done that before. And then I had this crazy idea with the speed log. I had these new straps from Spud Inc. Couldn't really figure out exactly what made them so special, why I would want to use those on squats and on box squats instead of these Spud Inc. chain loaders that I already have. And then it hit me, they will work on the log. Now, I've never really used my regular chain loaders on the log because I normally have them loaded down with chains that I'm going to use for box squats. And I really don't like changing and unchanging and resetting everything up for every training session. And the new chain loaders that I have, they weigh basically nothing. And after playing with them, I realized that once I got the clean set up, I could have it to where there was very little chain coming off the ground. It's very, very adjustable. I put some croc lock collars on the end just to make sure they didn't move or slide. They weren't going anywhere. Anyway, I knocked out 5 sets of 3. Really, really surprised. My triceps are fried. They really, really are fried, and so are my lats. It's the first time I've really felt my lats and my triceps kicking in hard on a log press in a long time, and that's something I'm really going to need going on in the future as I'm searching for some PRs on the log. And after watching my 5 sets of 3 on video, I realized that the chains could be a little bit higher. I wanted to try a slightly different chain setup. I went back, I took off a chain loader extender, and I hooked the chains directly to the chain loader. I went ahead and did one more set of 3. It felt really, really good, considerably harder. So there are lots and lots of options here that I'm going to continue to explore them. And I plan to be ready for Weightlifting Friday.